exploring a hidden gem a stone's throw away from the city by the bay. We are at Angel Island to discover its ecology, impressive views, and everything else in between. And then we'll have some dinner at one of the many restaurants in San Francisco. All right, let's go explore. We're going to have breakfast first at home plate before our adventure for the day. So the parking lot is right over there, which is right across Pier 1, and the actual ferry gate is at the ferry building on the side. The ticketing booth is actually located at the back of the ferry building. Today is actually a Saturday, and so there's a farmer's market going on. So you can buy your $14 ticket for adults, round trip, in this area. For travel to Angel Island, you have to purchase round-trip tickets because tickets are not available in Angel Island. And it is March. Indoor masking is still required for the ferry. Also, you can bike around Angel Island, so you can actually bring your bike aboard the ferry. And pre-pandemic days, you were actually able to rent a bike seasonally in Angel Island. Angel Island is the largest natural island in San Francisco Bay. It has such a varied and infamous history. It opened as a quarantine station in 1891 to screen Asian passengers prior to landing in US soil. From 1910 to 1940, Angel Island served as an immigration station processing immigrants from different countries, most of them being Chinese immigrants, until the administration building burned to the ground in 1940. However, after World War II began, this was then turned into a Japanese internment camp. But in 1963, Angel Island was established as a state park, something beautiful from something sinister. All right, we are at Angel Island with my fellow hikers, Virginia and Darwin. You guys, I don't think have ever met Virginia, but yes, she has been a friend of mine for a long, long time. We are going to take the Northridge to Sunset Trail, which is about a 5-mile loop. That's where you begin. And now this is the entrance, or we think this is the entrance because there are no signs. Wish us luck!
This is the cafe. Umakyat tayo. And then dito. And then I think we're here right now.
Yeah,
This
this one I think.
So we haven't even begun yet. And we're lost already because there are no trail signs. So we don't know where to go, where we're going, where we're at. So we're still trying to figure it out. By the way, the boat ride from the San Francisco Ferry terminal to Angel Island is about 20 minutes, 20-minute ride. We were on the wrong trail after all. It's a good thing that we were just in on a couple of steps. So we're turning around and we're going to try and look for that correct trailhead start. We had to ask a jogger to help us out on where to begin. We arrived in the island at 11:30 and the last boat leaves at 3:10. So hopefully we can make this loop in plenty of time before that last boat. All right, so if you take the paved road, that can take you or loop you throughout the perimeter of the island. We don't want to take that because I think that's at least half a day hike. We don't have that time. So that's why we chose the Northridge to Sunset Trail, which will take about half the time, if not hopefully faster. We're not quite at the top, but this is high enough. We are about an hour and a half into our hiking. I have to say, there are no trail signs and the map is completely confusing. So we don't know where to go. So we're just gonna choose our own stopping point. So now we are going to have a mini snack picnic break.
Don't go anywhere, stay right there. Oh.
Ensaymada?
An egg. Thank you.
With eggs?
What I brought for our snack: and hard-boiled egg and ensaymada that I made myself.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I haven't tasted it yet. This is the first time that I've made it, so let's check it out. All right. I'm gonna try my ensaymada.
Ensaymada.
A la Tessa.
I'll eat the
Our
egg.
Crown Home Baker. Huh?
Did you
The
put a
wrapper.
wrapper?
Is this to having a
No.
wrapper?
No, I just want to see if I
No,
have
no,
the
no.
wrapper.
There's no wrapper in this.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Man, that's really yum.
Yeah.
Come here, yeah. Don't go there. Come.
Wow. I'm impressed with myself.
You made this? Is it right
Yeah.
there?
What butter did you use?
Sonoma. Like Sonoma. I did the whole everything, the topping, except for the cheese. I mean, I'm sorry, I creamed the butter with sugar, and then this is Edam cheese. Yung queso de bola.
Oh, that's what I'm tasting then. The cheese.
Queso de bola.
That's a stronger.
Authentic.
Mm-hmm. Queso de bola, right?
Look. Man, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really good. I'm praising myself.
No, but it's really good though. A lot easier. No. Walk. I'm pause my workout.
And bring lots and lots of water.
54 minutes.
So we were thinking that that top up there is already Mount Livermore, but we're not going to risk it because we have a little over an hour just to make it down to the ferry docks. So we're just gonna backtrack is what we're going to end up doing. If we had started much earlier, probably at the top of the day, we'd definitely be able to make that entire Sunset and Northridge loop. But without any trail signs and a confusing map. Alrighty, going down. So we are back at the beginning and we are just now lounging by the picnic tables. So there's the administrative historic building, and that's the paved road that leads up to Sunset Trail. So at the end of that hill, that's where you'll see the Sunset Trail sign. And then after that, there's really no more signs. So in total, we actually just hiked 2.5 miles. It looks like we definitely need more than 3 hours to hike the whole 5-mile loop. And the hike, I don't know if it was apparent in the video or throughout the video, the trail snakes or meanders to the top, which adds on to the time. So take that into consideration. It took us about half the time to go down compared to going up. So we got here a lot sooner. It's not only for old people, is it really? What the heck? I did not realize there was a tour of the island. Well, where would they go? Like, where in the
middle, yung pinakagitna.
Seriously?
Yeah, somewhere here.
Check out a tour. Check out the tours available here in the island. I did not realize there was a tour available that would loop around the perimeter of the island, but it looks like there is. Crazy! Well, anyway, we got our exercise in. 2.5 miles. I was hoping it was 5 or close to 5 that we would be able to complete today, but that's okay. Breaking news. So, my initial research of ferry departure time from Angel Island back to San Francisco of 4:10 was correct. We should have stopped and read this whole board, but none of us did. The funny part was that we picked up a map, but we didn't read anything on this bulletin board. So now we have to wait 2 more hours when we could have finished that Northridge Sunset Trail loop. That's the reason why we backtracked, was because we were going to miss the 3:10 ferry. That 3:10 time was listed at the ferry terminal. So when you get off the boat, make sure that you guys read this entire bulletin. So what we should have done was from the ferry boat landing, made that left to the start of the Northridge Trail, and then it would have met up with the Sunset Trail. What we did was we went backwards. So we walked to the Visitor Information Center, went up the hill, and we went through the Sunset Trail, and then I think we stopped right here. So it is definitely doable in 3 hours to do this blue line. One day, someday, we will do it again. I definitely did not research this trip very well. So, as you get off the ferry, you'll see this welcome sign. If you're facing that welcome sign to the left, that is the Northridge Trail. The Northridge Trail meets or crosses the Sunset Trail, which makes up that 5-mile loop. So we should have started over here. So we tried to take the tram tour, and the last tour is at 2:10. 2:10. We would have missed it anyway. The tram tour is available for purchase at the mini cafe over here. So as you land and you keep walking towards the trails, or actually you keep walking to the visitor area, then you'll see the cafe. So we are here now at Jujime. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's an Asian fusion, Korean and ramen place. I'm really hungry because I'm so tired. And by the way, for the parking lot where we parked at, which was across Pier 1, don't park there. Do not park there. We paid for 7 hours, $62. $62. It's a good thing we're splitting it. But that is the most parking rate I have ever heard of or ever paid in the city. The parking lot across the Exploratorium, which is where Virginia had parked, you pay a flat rate. So if you come in before 9 a.m., you pay $20 all day. After 9, it's $35 all day. So it's highway robbery parking around here in the city. So let's try the beef pot stickers.
Probably I was asleep. Who's watching me? It was just
the beef hot pepper is pretty good, but it's quite toasty. Quite toasty. All right, one of my favorite, cheesy corn. Corn.
Something
Oh.
Because you know, they don't do romanization. They use the
best.
I don't have the right to
So good.
go.
So I ordered tonkatsu sesame ramen. I've never had that before. So the meat for the ramen, I think it was slightly toasted. That's different. Let's taste the broth.
Because you can control it a little more. Because sometimes you cook
That's literally the only song I know about.
in your mouth.
Very buttery.
and the fish is not necessarily.
I asked for mild, but dang, I could feel that in my throat. Excuse me. Very tasty. I can't quite differentiate the sesame oil in it, but
I was trying to figure out what can we do. I thought maybe lower it.
very good. Very buttery, creamy, tasty broth.
At the same time.
Let's try the noodles.
I was going to a place like 3 years trying to yeah.
Hot.
I was actually at
Sharma stepped up to the plate.
Very nice texture, al dente.
Was my favorite.
It's got its own flavor. It picks up the broth, or it soaks up the broth flavor pretty well.
So she said, I can't get it this year.
Thumbs up. So now I'm just gonna keep on eating. There are a lot of noodles in here, a lot. Bang for your buck. Alrighty, time to go on our separate ways. Thank you, Virginia.
I just went to...
Bye. Home now. He didn't get to go with us because there's no pets allowed on the ferry. So, even though things didn't go as planned, so disappointing, I have to say. But you know, the company of Virginia and Darwin, especially Virginia, because we don't really hang out much anymore. So that was nice. That was supposed to be the that was actually a reason why I wanted to do this little adventure. But at least we have more knowledge on what to expect at Angel Island. Also, it's the first time that I have ever visited Angel Island. The introduction was a little muddled and confusing, but the next time it'll be much better. So this is a good place and time to end this vlog. If you haven't clicked that subscribe and bell icon below, I invite you to do so. And also check out my Instagram page at Assetimages and my Facebook page at Assetimages. So from my mind side to yours, definitely more to come. Thanks for watching. Mwah.